what a story I have for you today. With all of this awesome technology that we have comes great responsibility and room for error. So today is Saturday, the day after Halloween Horror Nights. As you can see, we're at Cabana Bay right now. We went to Horror Nights last night, had a fantastic time. I got a lot of awesome footage, but basically what happened was one of my microphones was not working. The audio of me talking is basically unusable at this point. The plan was always for this to be one big video for both Friday and Saturday night. So what I'm gonna do is review and talk about everything that we went through and experienced last night as we're going through things tonight. So it'll all be kind of mixed in together. You'll see some footage from last night mixed in there as well. So that's how we're gonna do that. No big deal. We're gonna roll with the punches here. We had a great time. We're gonna have another fantastic evening tonight. Back for round two. Popped into the Five and Dime real quick while we wait for the Stay and Scream zone. And they have this awesome candy Scarecrow here. This thing is super cool. Detail, I gotta have to do the Scarecrow hunt because these things look awesome. Got a little boo belt buckle there. Hell yeah. We are posted up out here in front of the Hello Kitty store. We're gonna do the Today Cafe Stay and Scream zone. And I want that front row spot. So we're gonna camp out, hang out, get to that good spot to get the good view for the opening ceremonies.
Fear opens the door. Night is gathered. Carry on the night wind. Souls are taken. Fools to bind. Sting and take hold. Fear is the pumpkin lord. Oh, you gotta make it. He throws Halloween. That's awesome.
What you expected, universal innocent. All the signs and plans are for naught. For I have been summoned by my loyal followers. As Halloween grows, so does my power. My followers are ready to spread fear. Open the gates and begin our reign, for we are Halloween!
After the opening ceremonies, we made our way back to the Weeknd house. It says 45 minutes. I think it might be a 45-minute wait, even with the Stay and Scream. This is opening day weekend crowds for sure. Just got done with the Weeknd house. Like I thought, it was not the 45-minute wait. It was probably like 35 to 40 minutes, so can't complain about that. Really enjoyed the house. If you haven't seen the After Hours music videos, you should check them out. The house really follows the story of those music videos, and because of that, I think that it made the house really cool. Really like the set design. The characters in there were really into it. I got scared a whole bunch, so that's what makes it, that's what this is all about, you know? That's what makes it a good run through, is when you get scared a bunch, so fantastic job on the Weeknd house. I think another thing too is my expectations for that house were really low, so that always helps walking into it with low expectations, and you're pleasantly surprised. Oh, I thought he was gonna... graveyard undead scare zone. Still my favorite. Even during the day, it's so awesome. We're making our way back up to the front of the park. It says that Hellblock Horror is 10 minutes right now, so we're gonna go try to run through that one.
Spread Halloween, my minions.
Just walked out of the Hellblock Horror House. Pretty impressed with that one. I will say I do think it's kind of a rip-off of Cabin in the Woods. My wife called that one, and then I heard it later on before we went through. Do get some similar vibes from it, but otherwise it was a pretty well done house. Always love monsters, so any way they can incorporate those, I can't go wrong with that. We are pretty hungry at this point, so we're gonna head around and get some food. I think there's some tacos over there at that Dia de los Muertos booth. I don't know, we'll see, we're gonna find some food here. And a real quick stop over here at this Dia de los Muertos booth over here out in front of the Scarecrow Scare Zone. We are getting some tacos, got this mango popsicle, and I think that's all we're getting here. Just finished up with the taco and the popsicle. Popsicle is really straightforward, it's just mango popsicle, can't go wrong there. The taco, Lauren said, was really good. It's a vegan option too. Wish I could get it, but I am not the biggest fan of mushrooms, so it would not go well with me, but she said really good things about it. After much deliberation, we have decided that it is time for pizza fries, because they have decided to bring the vegan pizza fries here, finally. The lighting from the food booth is making these a little green, but I am super excited for these vegan pizza fries. Just finished up the pizza fries, can't go wrong with those. I don't know if I would get them every time, because as you're eating them, the flavor just gets kind of like the same flavor over and over again. So also, while we're back in this area, I will talk about a house that we got to do last night, which is the Universal Monsters Legends Collide house. Got a great run through on that last time. Pretty much got every scare. The set design in that house is fantastic. I cannot wait to get over to Hollywood and do part 2 of that house so we get the full story there, which will be next week. Very excited for that. But overall, really good run through on that Universal Monsters house last night. Stopped into the Men in Black store real quick just to look at some merch, grab some AC, and I found this horrifying spider pumpkin thing. I hate spiders. This thing is not cool. I mean, it is cool, but like not cool for me. Good grief, that is creepy. While we're over here by Men in Black, we'll talk about another house that we got to do last night, which was the Descendants of Destruction. Really love the concept of that house. Fantastic, look it up. It's about post-apocalyptic stuff with people living underground and all that kind of stuff. Really well done. The set design was fantastic. They had some like bioluminescent UV reactive light in there that really added to it. Great job on that house. Can't wait to run through that one again. The other thing with that house too was when we went through it, it was literally a walk-on at the end of the night. So no line, literally just walked right into the house. And by the time I got up there, I was the only one, well, me and my wife. So I went first and literally got every single scare. That really made it awesome. Fantastic run through on that house.
Legion of darkness, dwellers of the night, I've conjured each of you from a different plane, each bringing its own evil. But there is another power waiting to take root. From this spell, its dominion shall grow. Fear opens the door. Blood is gathered. Screams carry on the night wind. Souls are taken. Bones to bind. The portal is open. I can feel the presence breaking through. Ah, yes. I knew triumphant. Loyal minions, aid this wicked spell, for we must gather more power and spread its grasping vines. Every year, on this night, we shall cast this spell and bind it tight. Gather more followers and spread All Hallows Eve.
Let's talk about that Conjuring the Dark scare zone. When we came through last night, it was like 15 minutes before it closed, so it was like 1:45 in the morning. There was nobody in there. Honestly, the characters looked like they were kind of bored, so the energy just wasn't there, and it wasn't fun or good at all. Tonight is a different story. It's slammed and packed in there. The characters are having fun, they're scaring people. Really adds to the energy in the area. Makes a huge difference when you're going through. I'm not a big fan of crowds, but when it comes to this kind of stuff, you need to have people there to add to it. I really like that scare zone. It's a lot of fun. Oh, dude.
Don't eat the candy, okay? Avoid the candy at all costs. And get out while you can. I am going to be a
Something is wrong with the candy. Get off me! Please stop, you little fool! followers. Yes, yes! Grow and spread Halloween, my minions!
Oh man, we are absolutely beat. After that late night last night and all of this stuff today, we are super tired. We are gonna call it a day. But first, I wanna talk about a few things. I wanna talk about some of the things that we did last night that we haven't talked about yet today. One of them being Spirits of the Coven. Really enjoyed that house last night. I do need to get another run through on that one though, because I'm pretty sure there was a shift change or a cast change halfway through. So we were walking for like a minute with no scares at all. So definitely need to do that house again, but I have high hopes for it in the future. I've heard a lot of good things, so definitely looking forward to another good run through in that house. The second house that we did last night that we haven't had a chance to talk about is Chupacabras, Fiesta de Chupacabras. I was really, really impressed with this house, specifically the set design. The first scene that you walk into, there's just like a lot of depth to the scene. You can tell they put a lot of effort into the set design in that house, and it was really, really impressive. Really enjoyed that house, had a great time. Not the scariest house, but the theming and the design was awesome. Let's talk about the Sweet's Revenge scare zone. Was kind of apprehensive about that scare zone. Last night wasn't the greatest, but once again, it was a little bit slower when we went through it, so there wasn't as many people. Tonight, there was a ton of people walking through there. The characters were super into it. Sometimes I feel like the second or third day, or even sometimes the second or third week are better because they've gotten used to what they're doing and really getting into the feeling of it. So tonight was a great time in Sweet's Revenge. I really enjoyed that scare zone. I kind of touched on it earlier, but the Graveyard Undead scare zone is my favorite by far. I could spend all night in there. The costumes and the set design, the music, the lighting, everything in there is perfect. That's my favorite scare zone, and I'm pretty solid that is gonna be my favorite scare zone all year. Fantastic job on that one. And then lastly, the elephant in the room for me, the Halloween horrors or the classic Halloween scare zone up in the front. Not the biggest fan of that, honestly. The Pumpkin Lord is pretty cool at the beginning, but otherwise it's just kind of a dead, kind of boring scare zone. I think it's the curse of that front entrance area. There's just not much room to work with, so just kind of working with what they have, but not the biggest fan of that scare zone at this time. We are a bit beat, but I think we're gonna try to head by the Dead Coconut Club real quick and see if we can get in there. Let's go ahead and head over there and see what's going on. Good Lord, that place is awesome. Universal is really pulling out all the stops for Horror Nights this year. They are not messing around. The theming in there is fantastic. It is literally like the Universal Monsters Club in there. The music was not like spooky. I would want some like Monster Mash or something. I think that would be a little bit better. They had like pretty major pop hits in there, but still, the theming in there was awesome. They looked like they had a really good drink menu in there as well. So definitely be back to get some drinks. We're a little bit too tired for that right now, so we're just gonna head on home, but I think we might stop back by here tomorrow. I just could not stay away. I had to come back out for another night of some more fun. Opening weekend, I just had to get in as much as I can, so we're back here to do a little bit. I am solo tonight. Lauren stayed home tonight, so I'm by myself, so I'm not gonna do all of the houses that we haven't done yet because I want to save some of those for when Lauren is with me. But we are gonna walk around the scare zones, see some more of that stuff, get some food, have some more fun. The weather is perfect right now. It just got done raining, so it's like dark and gloomy out. So I want to go hit up these scare zones while it's real moody out. So let's go ahead and head inside and check everything out. Have another night of fun. have literally been walking back and forth between the Scarecrow scare zone and the Graveyard scare zone for the past hour, because I feel like the characters are really starting to find their groove a couple of days into this, and they are doing everything perfect tonight. It's so awesome getting all this great looking footage, and people are genuinely getting scared and just laughing at them. Fantastic, so glad I came out tonight. Getting a bit hungry, we're gonna make our way back towards the Tribute store. I wanna stop in there real quick, look for a piece of merch, and then we're gonna walk around the food booths back there and see if we can get some food. Just got done with that fried PB&J. Fantastic. So glad they brought that back. The maple syrup on there is not spicy. It's the red chili flakes. So if you're not into spice, you can just ask for them to hold on the chili flakes. So happy they brought that back. It is nasty fair food, but I would definitely be getting those when I'm feeling like that nasty fair food. So at this point, we're just kind of walking around, having fun. I don't even think we're gonna try to do any houses because it's super busy. All the houses are at least like 50 to 60 minutes. So just gonna walk around, enjoy the scare zones, and head out of here in a little bit.
First, I conjure my flesh seekers. Venture for my war-forged ravagers. Guard the gates as I conjure the dark.
candy. Something is wrong with the candy. Ah, get off me! Please stop, you little...
Awesome.
Due to the partnership between our mayor and our new benefactor, Candy Mogul Major Sweets. Hey kid! Hey kid! Get off that float!
More power!
What an amazing weekend this has been. This year is truly panning out to be the best year of horror nights yet. So glad we got the pass that includes Friday nights now, so we're gonna come back so many times this year. Can't wait to come back, spend some more time here, get more food, go through the other houses, finish everything off. It's gonna be a fantastic year this year. Gonna be lots of good videos coming up, so make sure you stay tuned for those. As always, thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you next time.